Hey guys, it's back with JohnyTechReview. Today I have an unboxing and review for you of this UDI Quadcopter. This is the model number U28W. So as you can see at the bottom, you have some of the features. You have virtual reality headset compatible. You have real-time FPV, Wi-Fi control, headless mode, 360 flip, one button takeoff and landing, low battery alarm here. This quadcopter here also features altitude hold, and as you can see here, it has an app for both iOS and Android right here. In the back, this is what it looks like. Of course, we have a lens hood that we can mount our phone to, which is pretty cool. Of course, you need to provide your own phone, but they look like they do provide a lens hood here. And here is the little controller. This is a pretty classic UDI controller, which I really enjoy, kind of like a PlayStation controller. Look like this is a satisfaction feedback card. Pretty typical UDI battery. This battery here is actually used for some of the other quad. And here is the quad. It's actually a lot smaller than I thought. I thought it was like double the size, but as you can see here, pretty small. We got some propeller here, and here is the little charger, which is a USB charger and a wrench. Tiny quads you can see, pretty nice and small. In the hand, I have a kind of medium-sized hand here, kind of give you an idea. Here is the 4 blade guard, and finally this is the controller. As you can see, pretty nice controller. You got your stick here, some trimming functionality, smaller LCD screen here, little lens hood. So here at the bottom we have a little user menu also. This user menu has the instruction for the U28W. And again, let's take a look at the detail of the quads. You can see right here, you have a pretty small blade, roughly about 2 inches here. As you can see, there's an extra set right down. You have here the peppering, I guess, model here. It's pretty cool. It's actually really small and really nice. At the bottom you got the leg. These are already attached, so they look kind of flexible, pretty good. For motor, you have here the FPV camera up front with the little stickers. In the back we have the slot for the battery, so we can just pop it open just like this. And inside is the other battery that's already installed, so we can go ahead and charge this and give it a try. Alright guys, I have about a week or so of playing with this quadcopter, and so far I kind of have a mixed feeling about it. So first of all, let's talk about the design of it. When I first saw it online, I thought it was a lot bigger, and when I got it out of the package, I was surprised how small it was. It's a pretty nice lightweight quadcopter, and there's kind of a mixed benefit of this. So first of all, it's easy to play indoor and outdoor, and when you're outdoor, the wind can affect it a little bit, but you know, instead of being larger, it's really small, so actually it does a pretty decent job handling the wind. Of course, you do have to do some trimming to handle it and keep it in the same spot. The other thing it has is the barometer. So with the barometer, it will try to stay in one spot, and if you try to pull on it and touch it, it will try to go back to where it was. But really, it's just based on kind of like pressure, so it does a good job of elevation, but not really as far as position. It will actually drip. I do like the fact that the camera here is up front, making it possible for FPV. However, using it to the Wi-Fi, you will find that there's a little bit laggy and stutter. It used the 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi signal, so that kind of gives you an idea. And the range on this, I would say, is about 150 feet or so as far as Wi-Fi and even on the RC. With the remote control, I found that it does lose reception after about 150 feet, and when it does lose reception, it will just beep and then it will slowly land and land on the ground. Because of the small size, it also, when it lands, it also will kind of tip over. That happens quite often, but with this quad, because it does have some kind of sensor in it, when you tip it sideways, it does automatically turn up, so it won't destroy your blade. So check this out. I have played with it for a few runs, and you can see here the blades are damaged and it's all scratched up, but yeah, as far as the unit itself, a little bit scratched. Other than that, it still works fine with no problem. So here's the controller. As you can see, the controller is actually pretty decent. The sticks are very nice and pretty sensitive. I do like that. On off switch here, you got your trim functionality here, and then if you're pushing your stick here, you're allowed to do a flip. So you're pushing it, it'll beep, and you can do a flip. Push your stick on this side, you will change from 3 different speeds, low, medium, and high. And then in the back, you have 2 buttons. From the user menu, it will look a little bit confusing, but if you flip it over like this, the one to your right, which is this one right here, this is the takeoff and landing. And then this one over here is actually the headless mode. So you press this button, you can go into headless mode, and that will allow you to drive in any orientation. You don't have to worry about orientation, but I usually fly without headless mode. And I found these buttons are actually really easy to press when you're using it like this, which can become a problem, which I do not like, because they do intrude outers a little bit, as you can see right here. So I do wish that they placed the button a little bit better, like up here or something like that, because I accidentally hit him quite a lot. If you do hit the landing button, it will beep and slowly land, but if you move it, it will cancel the land. And also you can push in like this to start and stop the motor the same way. That's another way to do it. So if you do this while it's flying, you will do the emergency cut off, and then the thing will fall out of the sky. So keep in mind, don't do that. You can also do this to turn it on, and then you can push it up to take off. But usually the one button take off and landing works pretty well. The controller also have this FPV holder here for the phone, and for the phone it holds pretty well. I use my iPhone 7 Plus with the case on, the really thin case, and it works fine. With this hood here definitely help, as you can see it outside. And on the app, I'll show you that in a second here to see, kind of give you an idea what's in it. So when you plug in the battery, the unit will automatically come on. There is actually no power button, so just keep that in mind. At the bottom here, of course, is the SD slot right now. But anyway, usually it takes about 30-40 seconds, and then on your phone you can actually connect to the Wi-Fi. You will see on here it's called UDI FPV, so we'll go ahead and connect to that. And then you need to download the FPV app from UDI. It's called UDI RC FPV. Just launch the app. It will look like this, and here you just have the launch the app here. This is a setting, not much, just go in, and when you're in here you can see the live view. So let me go ahead and turn the quad this way for a second, so that kind of gives you an idea here how fast and delayed right now. It's right next to each other, so of course there's not a lot of delay, but on the screen here you actually have the stick here that you can use to actually fly it, but it's pretty laggy. I'm gonna go ahead and power it up right here. You have a few options here. For example, you have a landing option, you have a picture taking mode here, video, have here the headless mode, and then I can't remember what this one was, but I didn't use that. And then you also have the VR options. You can put this in the VR goggle, kind of give you an idea right now. But yeah, that's basically about it. I would basically put this on and fly with it, but I do notice that there is a lag. If you use this out in the field, perhaps it won't be an issue, but for me around my house, I do notice that it's quite a small amount of lag. So after about 50 feet out, it's pretty laggy and it's hard to fly with, so I usually just fly with sight and not really using this. This is more for framing and I get some video. So speaking of the video, actually it's not too bad. It shoots at 720p, and this camera has a pretty nice vision and a field view, so kind of give you an idea. And it's about 20 frames per second, so it's not really that smooth. So if you play back in the footage, it look a little bit stuttery, so that kind of gives you an idea. But other than that, if you have good lighting outside, the weather has been pretty bad lately here, but other than that, you can see on screen here, I'll give you an idea of the amount of lighting and the amount of color that this little video has. So yeah, overall the app is pretty simple to use, but it's not very usable if you want to fly FPV because of the lags. You also have the option to fly using the controller if you're in a pinch, but definitely using the real controller is better than using this controller on the phone here. Finally, I do want to point out the battery. You get two of these batteries. Currently I'm charging one of them, and the batteries are pretty small, and they are 500 milliamp 3.7 volt. These are the same battery that goes into those 808 HD Quadcopter. And for my users, if I have the FPV on, it will last about 7 to 8 minutes. With the FPV off, you gain another about a minute or so if you don't transmit the signal. But there's no way to turn the FPV on and off. You just have to not connect your phone to it. Other than that, yeah, you get less than 10 minutes of flight time. To me, that's kind of a bummer because it's a very small unit, and I expect a little bit more out of that. So overall, guys, it's a pretty simple quad and it's pretty stable. I do like the barometer to keep it in place, and it seems to work pretty well. If there's a massive amount of wind, you run into some issues, and the camera is okay, but of course you can't really do FPV really well on it. So I'd like to say thank you to UDI for sending this unit out for me to review. I hope you guys like this review. I do have a little exciting announcement. They are partnering up with me to give you one of these units for free. The contest is available for USA, Canada, and the UK. All the info can be found in the description box below, so you can take a look at that. And yeah, I will run a contest for about 1 week. All you have to do to win is just subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, whatever you want. If you have any questions, just leave a comment, and then I will pick from the winner there. And yeah, they'll send it directly to you. If you guys have any other questions, just let me know in the comment box below. If you find this video helpful, please give it a like, and please stay tuned and subscribe for more future videos. Thank you.